Good morning, Allentown. I hope everyone had a good week. Tim, have you heard about our National Merit finalist?
We want to congratulate Sai Tumal on her amazing award. Very good work, Sai. Have you put in your requirements yet?
I have. Underclassmen, don't forget to submit your course requests at the end of this week and make sure to schedule an appointment with your guidance counselor to talk about it. You want to get a general idea of what's going on in the school? Well, we're fortunate enough to talk to some of the heads of student council. Let's go check it out.
This week, we had a chance to talk to our student council president, Archie Desai, and treasurer, Emily Chickarone. They talked about the St. Patrick's Day Candygrams, which will be sold outside the cafeteria during lunches, and Mr. Allentown, which will be on March 18th. You don't want to miss it. Here's them now.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily Chickarone, Treasurer of Student Council, and I'll be talking about Mr. Allentown. Mr. Allentown is taking place on March 18th, and it's basically a beauty pageant with all the guys, and it's going to be really fun, so everybody come out and support them.
Hi, my name is Archie Desai. I'm the president of the Student Council. The Student Council is currently running St. Patrick's Day Candygrams. They'll be selling them outside of the cafeteria for $1 each from today to March 16th. All proceeds go to the DDSC USA, which is a charity that assists asylum seekers and underprivileged children of Palestine and the West Bank. Come support them.
Thank you for all that great information. You want to hear more about the St. Patrick's Day Grams?
Who doesn't, the Blas? But we were fortunate enough to talk to Emily Chickarone, the treasurer of Student Council.
St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner, so buy your Candygrams because it's a super fun surprise for friends or teachers. They're only $1 and sold during lunch.
Don't forget, get your Candygrams now. They are fun and festive.
They're available during any lunch for only $1. Perfect to celebrate this St. Patrick's Day.
That was great. Are you competing in Mr. Allentown this year?
Unfortunately, I can't since it's an unfair advantage. However, though, we were fortunate enough to go talk to some of the contestants about Mr. Allentown this year.
Friday, March 18th at 6:30, a few of our boys will be competing in a pageant. Tickets are sold at the door for $5.
I'm Ace Esteves and I'm representing track.
I'm Mike Copa and I'm Mr. Math.
I'm Jack Battistelli and I'm Mr. Ice Hockey.
Come see them compete different talents and represent different clubs. Winner takes the title of Mr. Allentown.
Friday, March 18th
at 6:30.
Be there in the auditorium.
Can't wait for this upcoming season. Robotics had their first competition this week, and we had a chance to talk to design lead Dan Roach about it.
All three robots on the Blue Alliance taxi out of the tarmac at the same time. A great shot by the Redbird human player.
Last weekend, our robotics team went to the Hatboro, PA competition. We ended up placing 4th out of 35, ending in the semifinals. We ended with the Entrepreneur Award and the Finalist Award. Good job, guys.
Now we go to Dan Roche for the insider scoop from the competition.
I think the main thing we like to work on is our driver practice. The team was working on the robot pretty much up until the competition, so our drivers didn't really get as much practice that they would like. So I think between now and our next competition, we really like to get those guys driving the robot, make them more comfortable with it, and hopefully perform better with the robot in the next competition. They did great, though, in the first one. So yeah, we started off pretty well. I think out of 72 teams, we're like 6 right now. So I definitely think we can make our regional competition, and then hopefully, if we do well in that, we can move on to Worlds, which is in Houston, which will be really exciting. So we're aiming for that.
That was awesome, and I hope to see everyone there. Have you heard that spring sports have started?
I have, and I'm very excited about it. We were fortunate enough to have our sports crew interview some of the coaches and talk about their goals.
Welcome to 8-Town Live Sports. I'm Eli.
And I'm Adam.
This has been a pretty exciting week for sports as the spring season just started this past Monday.
And many COVID protocols have gone away, meaning more regular practices and games.
We were able to speak with some of the coaches about their goals and plans for this season. Let's see what they have to say.
Well, ultimately, the goals are going to be whatever the guys want them to be. We'll sit down, we'll talk about that. We'll have a meeting, once we determine who's on varsity and whatnot, and we'll let them kind of hash that out. But, our expectations are always high. So, we want to certainly compete for the division title and a county title and kind of go from there. But, ultimately, that's up to the guys, what they want to decide their goals are going to be. Well, the good thing about this year is we're COVID-free now, or knock on wood, we're COVID-free. So, how we go about things, we can certainly get back to normal. Just in simple things like being back in the locker room, being around each other a little bit more in that regard. So, we're back to hopefully what is a normal year. So, hopefully, we get back to kind of normal types of training, being inside for practices sometimes, things like that.
I'm looking forward to this season and just making friendships between the girls and camaraderie, but also obviously we would like some wins and just seeing some growth in some of the younger athletes. As a new coach, I'm just excited to meet some students that I haven't had yet and getting to know some more kids in the school and being a part of the community more than I am now.
Good luck to all those competing in tryouts and to all the teams this spring season.
That's all for sports this week. Have a good week, Allentown.
Thank you for watching A-Town Live, and I'm Timmy Dominique.
I'm Jake de Blasio, and we'll see you next week.